Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing another day in the life kind of thing, and I need to get my planner pages set up, so I'm going to kind of film that like I normally would, except I'm just going to kind of skip through and not show you everything and not talk through it, and get some cleaning done and supper. And I guess instead of me doing what's for dinners and showing y'all everything at one time, I'm just going to do daily. I don't really know yet, but for now, this is how it's going to be. And I wanted to say, if I do disappear for a couple days, I just couldn't film those days or something. But I'm going to try to stick with my 7 days. Well, I was doing 6 days a week before, but I'm going to try to stick to that. But I wanted to show you guys this, so let's get to this part. I'm going to put some music in there. Hope you guys are enjoying that, and then I'll go on with the rest of my day. But I'm not going to, like I said, do the full plan with me like I normally would, because those videos are usually anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour long for my happy planner. So and that's what I'm doing today, because I need to get it set up. So I will see you in the planner pages. I do want to show you what I'm using today. I'm planning on using this Garden Flowers book, and then my Agenda 52 Numbers and Days book, and probably some things out of this productivity book. And I have some bits and pieces in here from where I got whoopsies and things like that from So Cute Planner. And this is Sticker Monsters Co., but I don't think they're open anymore. But I'm going to use these, I think, instead of having a sidebar one. But that's all I'm going to say about this right now. And well, that's probably all I'm going to say about the planner today. Just want to let you guys know that. Okay, so that's how it turned out. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. But I thought, since I'm here, I'll show you what I did last week, or, well, it's this current week that we're in right now. That's the way it turned out. I used a book and a kit from Nash's Printworks that I had gotten the kit. It was a oops freebie thing that she accidentally put in my order. It had some stuff on it that I don't use because astrological, like that kind of stuff. So I just used part of it and turned it into this, and I don't even know, I mean, it was just something I threw down just so that I could have it. This is how last week turned out, and I didn't even show you the ones for my other planners last time, and I didn't even use my YouTube planner at all last week. But I'll talk to you guys about that later. But that's the way it is, and now I'm gonna go get some dishes done and stuff and take you guys along with me.
When I'm up through the night, I can't turn down the noise, tear all the worries out of my mind about who I'm supposed to be. I start to believe I can't get it right. Remember the days I let slip away, they were simpler times. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. Maybe my compass was wrong, and I'm still on my way closer each day to where I belong. I'm still rolling the dice, praying sometimes it don't last that long. I'm losing my faith, I'm walking away from what you knew all along. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember.
I'm about to get started with supper, and what we're having is cheesesteak sandwiches and just some of these crinkle cut fries. I was going to do homemade fries, but I just decided I didn't want to do that. These cheesesteak sandwiches is something that I came up with years ago, so I decided I would share how I put it together. But there's really no recipe because I don't have a certain amount of each thing that I'm putting in it. Because sometimes you need more of the seasonings if you have more meat. Sometimes you need less, stuff like that. But I will link my recipe in the description box so you guys can just go to my blog and print it off if you want to. But and I'll kind of figure out measurements for a pound of beef or whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna get started with the fries first because I think they're gonna take the longest, but then again, who knows.
From me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. Child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon.
Okay, so I have my pan here, and I'm just going to turn it on about medium, because it doesn't need to be too high, and I kind of want to cook it slower than, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, about a tablespoon or so of oil. Oil of your choice. I'm using olive oil. A tablespoon or two of butter. Well, that's about 2 tablespoons. Alright, I moved a little bit closer so y'all could see a little bit better. This is just a little bit of onion we had left over from whenever we did the hot dogs. This is not the way I normally cut up the onion for this, but it's not going to hurt it. And I just want to use it, get it out of the refrigerator, so it won't be wasted, which normally onion is never wasted around this house, but I just want to make sure. Alright, and then this is the bell pepper and onion that I cut up yesterday. You guys saw that. I'll stick that in there. And you can use any type of onion you want for this. It does not have to be red onion. It does not have to be white. It can be whatever. It doesn't really matter what kind of onion you use. And then probably, well, for us, it's probably going to be about a whole teaspoon of black pepper. And if you like black pepper, use a whole teaspoon. But if you don't, use less. Just pepper to your taste. And you don't have to use the peppercorns, the fresh ones. You can just use, like, this little guy has pepper in him. You can use something like that, which I know that's fuzzy because I didn't. But you know what I'm saying. Table pepper or whatever. And then I'm going to use some seasoned salt. This is Lowry's seasoned salt, and I put it in here to make it easier because I use the big containers. Probably about a teaspoon of that. This has garlic and onion and maybe not a teaspoon, maybe like a half teaspoon, but it has garlic, onion, paprika, salt, just all kinds of different stuff in there. And then this is what makes it really good, the A1 sauce. You can use thick and hearty, you can use just regular. This is just what we have in the refrigerator right now, so that's what I'm going to use. Probably about a quarter of a cup, maybe. I don't really know. I've never really measured it. I just use my eyeballs. But I have used other types of steak sauce before. A1 is the one that I like best for it. But if you have a favorite sauce, by all means, use that. Okay, so I'm cutting up my own meat today because I buy it when it's on sale and then process it myself. So it will take a little bit longer this way, but I'm going to show you the size of the meat that you need. That way, if you want to just buy it already done, you can do that. I went ahead and put the French fries in the oven because they had about 20 more degrees, and I'm going to have meat all over my hands in a moment, so I didn't want to do it later. So I do it now. So, this is about the size of what you want. And I already have that going, so now I'm just going to quickly cut this up and get it into the pan, and then I'm going to stir it all together, and I just let it cook. That's all I do. For this part, we eat cheese of our choice on a hamburger bun with this. That's all we do. And I'm still loving this knife. It works really well if I use it properly. When I first got it, I was a little bit scared of it because it was so sharp. But a sharp knife is much safer than a dull knife, because a sharp knife won't cut you as quickly because you're not having to force. I hear you, Daisy. She's over there in the dining room area screaming at me. Don't know why. Maybe she thinks I'm talking to her. But I just cut it up, put it in the pan, and let it cook slowly because I want it to get, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I don't want it to cook too quickly because I want the meat to be tender, if that makes sense. And the longer it cooks, the more tender it is. Also, if your meat is a little bit frozen, it makes it easier to cut. And this is a little bit frozen. I don't know why that works that way, but it just does. Right, I'm gonna wash my hands and put all this in the dishwasher, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I put this stuff in the dishwasher, except my knife. I don't put that knife in the dishwasher, I hand wash it. And now I'm just gonna stir this together and let it cook, and every once in a while I'll come over here and stir it again. And whenever it's done, I'll show you what it looks like. But like I said, you can use whatever kind of cheese you want. Noah uses cheddar. I use cheddar or the American singles. And this is not Philly cheesesteak because honestly I don't even know how those are. I've never had one, so I'm not claiming that. This is just a cheesesteak sandwich that I came up with years ago because I thought it would be good, and I never had one before. So if it's not the proper way to make a cheesesteak sandwich, I don't know. It's just what I've been doing for, there's a fuzz, I don't know, probably about 15 years or so. So I'll be back.
Just stay one more night. I'll be by your side. Just stay.